Coming up tonight on Murrow News 8, two WSU students are tackling stigmas surrounding mental illness.
Plus, watch students get trumped when asked about the presidential candidates.
And advisors help with more than just academics. Those stories and more tonight on Murrow News 8.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Colby Crosley.
And I'm Jeremy Saragar. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Another record broken by the Pullman-Moscow Regional Airport. This year alone, more than 44,000 people left the Palouse on an Alaska Airlines flight, an increase of 3,000 people from last year. The airport plans to accommodate even more travelers into the future. Construction to increase the size of the runway starts next year.
Mail going in and out of Spokane is delayed due to this week's rough winds. The winds tore off a roof of a sorting facility that was still in repairs from last month's windstorm. The United States Postal Service says it could be days until mail can be sent out again. Anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses are often left in the dark due to stigma and shame. Murrow News 8's Kalinda Kindle reports on two students at WSU who are shining a light on mental health awareness.
Jason is a junior at Washington State University, studying German and philosophy. He likes to express himself through playing guitar and drawing. But there is something he's not able to express.
Not really understood by me, so I can't really communicate it.
Chris was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, a mental disorder where the patient falsely believes people are plotting against them or members of their family. A semicolon on Chris's left wrist helps tell his story. A semicolon is used when the author could have ended a sentence but kept on going. The tattoo represents choosing to live. James Whitbread is also a junior at WSU. Like Chris, he experienced a mental illness when his mother became ill.
She's like, do you remember us getting married? And she looks at him and she still doesn't remember. And then he asks her, he's like, do you know who's sitting next to you on the couch? And she turns and looks at me. And she's scared. She has a blank face.
James started NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, on the WSU campus in February. The club has no membership fee, and its aim is to make a safe place for students to talk about their mental illness, and so they know they are not alone.
We didn't know what Alzheimer's did. Specifically, we hadn't researched that. We didn't know how to deal with it. So that was basically my incentive for making a mental health awareness club at WSU.
James wears a tattoo of a purple ribbon embedded with a logo for the National Alzheimer's Association.
I wanted a physical reminder of the time that she remembers who I am, because I know that there will be a time when she won't.
The WSU Psychology Clinic is located right here in Johnson Tower. It offers a wide range of services for students, staff, and faculty. If you or someone you know needs help, it's important to reach out. Reporting for Murrow News 8, I'm Kalinda Kindle.
Wow, I can't even begin to imagine to go through something like that. It's great to see the WSU has many resources to help.
Yes, it is. And students can visit counseling and testing services or call the 24-hour crisis hotline. Donald Trump continues to shake up the world with outrageous comments. But are young voters judging him and other candidates based on media-driven perception? Our reporter, Amanda Beltran, investigates the opinions of the Palouse.
The presidential elections are less than a year away, and it seems more people are declaring themselves Democrat or Republican. I decided to hit the campus of Washington State University to see where our students fall on that spectrum.
I feel like people that are involved within our organization, especially, really do care about Democratic parties and electing Democrats, not because of what they see in the media, but more about because that's what they follow and that's what they believe in.
As society, I think that we do let media and everything else play into who we're going to vote for. I don't think that we really take in the statistics and the real hardcore information about that politician person. I think we just are listening to who's surrounding us.
I decided to do a little experiment around campus. I took 5 candidates, chose 4 issues, and where candidates stood on those issues. Then I asked who they would vote for solely based on those issues. They had no idea which candidates were included.
It's most definitely, there's definitely ignorant people out there that don't base decisions on facts and their beliefs and values and whatnot. So
the purpose of my study was to see if people actually take into consideration candidates' stands on the issues, Or do they visually stereotype who they want to vote for?
I say Hillary Clinton just because I really want a woman president.
Who chose Bernie Sanders?
Yeah! Who is this guy?
Donald Trump.
Really? Oh.
That is actually Trump.
Wow. That's really sad. Okay. Yeah, your blind study worked, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
My experiment showed that out of 10 people polled, 70% of them chose Donald Trump, even though they said they would never vote for him.
Honestly, like, we really take into consideration like race and gender. Yes, we want a girl president because now we've had our black president. We want to make some change, but then again, we're not. Are we really taking into consideration what they believe in, what they're gonna really do for America? I don't think we're really taking into consideration with that. I think we're just like trying to make this, oh, let's have our first black president. Oh, let's have our first woman president. Like, we're not really taking into consideration the major things that's gonna affect America overall.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people say. It's their personal decision and actual vote that counts. For Murrow News 8, I'm Amanda Beltran.
You know, I actually took Amanda's test, and I was definitely surprised by my results.
Oh, believe me, I was too. Amanda will be back later in the show for the sports report. Stay with us.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning. 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
Rain, rain.
Kevin, will it ever go away?
No. It's going to keep raining, unfortunately, and even if it did, it would come back just another day anyways. So if we take a look outside, we can see we're at 40 degrees, slightly lower than our high of 43, which is a lot higher than our average of 24. So brace yourselves, winter is coming. Now, looking at tomorrow, we're going to get a rain and snow mix. It's not going to be cold enough to stick, so it's just going to create a slushy. Temperatures are going to hover right around 40 degrees all day long. When we look at the state map for today, we can see that we had showers all across the west side. Vancouver getting a little frisky, bringing thunderstorms to the party. A little more mild in central Washington here. We had light showers in Wenatchee, and then just clear, cloudy skies in Yakima. And then over here in our corner of the state, we had temperatures in the 40s and showers as well. So let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. And it's nothing but showers all through finals, but you'll make it. So we got a lot of people that are going out of town this weekend. Here are some travel trips. You know, A, you're going to make it home. Just take your time. Be safe out there on the roads. Number 2, use caution when passing. You want to make sure that you're going to make it. Don't misjudge that gap. And number 3, use your headlights. It makes visibility a lot better for you and other people coming in opposite directions. Now, that's all the weather that I have for you. After the break, Amanda switches up from American politics to American football.
Welcome back. I'm Amanda Beltran, and I've got a lot of WSU sports news for you tonight. The WSU football team continues to rack up awards. Earlier today, USA Today named Cougar redshirt freshman defensive lineman Hercules Mataafa to the freshman All-American team. Mataafa is tied for 6th in the sacks and tied for 13th in total tackles for loss in the Pac-12 this season. It's Throwback Thursday, and we're staying with WSU football and highlighting the Cougars' 2001 Sun Bowl victory over the Purdue Boilermakers. Former WSU safety Lamont Thompson won the MVP of the game after recording 2 picks. The 2015 WSU football team hopes for the same result when they face Miami and El Paso, Texas, later in December. Switching over to WSU men's basketball, the Cougars and Idaho Vandals are currently duking it out in Moscow. Idaho is leading WSU by a score of 44-37 at the half. Josh Hawkinson and Connor Clifford lead the Cougs in scoring with 8 points each. That's all the sports I have for you tonight. After the break, spring semester is near, and Julia will tell you how academic advisors can help you succeed.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
As the semester comes to a close, academic advisors are hard at work helping WSU students sign up for a new set of classes. Our own Julia Rogoshkina went to learn more about the process.
Choosing which path to take and what degree to pick might be a hard decision to make. However, students at Washington State University have an amazing opportunity to be guided by professional academic advisors.
Some students come in with a bunch of questions and are, have some idea of what direction they're going. Other people just sit here and look at me kind of like blank stare, and I have to really probe and ask questions. Some people come in really, really confused about their paths, and that's what's joyful for me, is to be able to help find some direction, help ask those clarifying questions that help people figure out, what direction they might want to go.
Biology, political science, CompTIA 465, Spanish 101. Students are required to complete up to 120 credits of coursework in order to complete their bachelor's degree. An average student at WSU takes about 15 credits per semester. Director of Student Services in Murrow College of Communication, Sarah Stott, tell me about the importance of balance.
Our goal is to help them become a better student and be successful. So the balance is really important. We also ask students things like, are you working outside of the classroom, right? How many hours outside of school are you spending with friends, socializing? How many hours outside of school are you spending in the library or in the study lab or in study table for your house? How much time are you spending working? A lot of our students have to work. We understand that, but we try to help them figure out what's a good balance.
The 4 years might be a hard journey for many students at Washington State University, but with the help of professional academic advisors, this journey can become an unforgettable experience and a lifelong lesson on how to become the best of the best. For Murrow News 8, I'm Julia Rogoshkina.
All right, I have to admit, I still need to see my advisor.
Jeremy, I saw mine months ago. What are you doing?
I know. Sad situation after situation, but don't worry though, I'll get it done. I'll get it done.
The nominations were announced this morning for the 73rd Annual Golden Globes, which will be hosted by Ricky Gervais on January 10th. Todd Haynes' film Carol, about a lesbian affair in 1950s New York, leads the pack with 5 nominations. Leonardo DiCaprio also joined in on the fun, getting his 10th career Golden Globe nomination for his role in The Revenant. The Golden Globes will be broadcast on NBC. That's all the news we have for you tonight.
Watch us every night at 7 and 10 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.